The woman woke up from a dream. She found herself lying at the edge of a cliff. Below her was a bottomless abyss. Behind her was a vertical rock wall. She didn't dare move. She gasped for breath. She tried to think of a way to call for help. In front of her, there was another curved surface. The entire area was smooth. There was nothing to grab onto. The environment filled her with despair. The darkness beneath her feet was swallowing her hope, but faced with the abyss, she decided to fight. She raised her arms to steady herself. Just as she tried to turn her body, she accidentally slipped a few inches. Her palms were scraped and bleeding. The pain was unbearable. Looking at the dried blood, she suddenly got an idea. What if she used the blood to help her escape? Without hesitation, she pressed both hands against the curve. She endured the pain and increased the friction. She suddenly felt it working. She gasped for air, exhausted but determined. But there was no joy in surviving. This was just the first step. She dried the blood on her hands again, then continued to climb, using the same method. The rock face became steeper. It seemed she had reached her limit. She refused to give up. She tried again. She saw bloodstains on the opposite wall. Fear gripped her. She didn't want to end up like that person. She didn't want to fall into the endless abyss. But this time, she failed. Her heart pounded wildly. She adjusted her body. She pressed herself against the smooth surface. The abyss below let out a terrifying roar. She kept moving inch by inch. She managed to stabilize her body again. Just as she caught her breath, a raindrop hit her bloody hand. Thunder rumbled overhead. The sky grew darker. Rain started pouring down. She looked at her palm in despair. The rain made the rock wall even more slippery. She had just found balance. Now she was sliding again. She screamed in desperation and frustration. Suddenly she thought of the necklace around her neck. She quickly wrapped it around her hand. She tried to turn it into an anti-slip chain. She hoped it would increase friction, but her body kept sliding downward. She took several deep breaths. She tried to calm herself. She slowly lifted her right leg. She placed one hand on the wall for support. She tried to move her other leg, but that movement nearly caused her to fall. She was so terrified she froze completely. Then she realized her hand was badly injured. Her leg was likely broken too, but on this curved surface she had no choice but to endure the pain. She couldn't even think about the wounds. Driven by survival, she knew she had to find another way. Even turning her head required the smallest movement. Despite the danger, she refused to give up. Little by little, she kept moving upward. As long as she could survive one more second, there was still hope.